In the world that we live in today, it's kind of hard to express yourself.
I had written spoken word for a project last year in Miss Howe's class, and it was like my first thing I really wrote, so it wasn't the best.
And I was like, okay, so what are the rules? And she's like, there's no rules.
It can be about anything as long as it comes from your heart.
Having students have creative outlets, such as spoken word poetry, and having opportunities for them to have brave spaces where they can share ideas with one another without ridicule, that takes them to that level of a true community.
And so I got it, and I spent some days reading it over, adding, cutting away, and then I still was very self-aware of what people would think. So I used a pen name when I performed it. It was great to know that I had something to be proud of that I did.
This was the brainchild of myself and Jeff Knutson, who's the current head director at Waukee High School and will be staying at Waukee High School next year. And we were talking about ways that we can continue to feel like a district with vocal music, despite the fact that we have two separate buildings. We then said, well, what if we commission a piece that will be premiered by both choirs collaboratively on this concert, where we can then have the composer come out and work with us, be at the concert, but share this brand new piece of music that will be a world premiere every year, that the two schools can come together and perform.
CultureALL is a local organization here, and they do programs for schools and institutions where they bring in individuals from diverse backgrounds into the building and get them to interact with the students in the classroom.
And then they come away understanding their peers so much better.
Our goal is to work with all students and teachers and families, of course, but to support the needs of kids. And so our sensory library, as we view it, is simply another avenue that we're taking here at ESON to be very purposeful in what we do and how we work to combat the negative stigma around mental health. I think that just says leaps and bounds for where our district's at in terms of recognizing the need to support the whole child, and that goes far beyond the role of a counselor. That is the whole philosophy of this district, including the foundation, for which we're just very grateful.